Okay, so we will start with the 1v1. So, capture H and let's go. And we've got a Viking war. With Viking is definitely a good civilization for any AI just because we've got free Wellborough and free on cart, which helps
AI
a
is
lot.
one of their things that they're great at is booming up, and Vikings are the best civilization for that.
Yes. Interesting part is the placement of the players. I assume that Barbarian does have a good exploration, of course. Barbarian Tribal does have a pretty basic exploration, so it can be interesting to see if Tribal managed to find its opponent. Tribal needs to find quite fast Barbarian because in late game Barbarian tends to be way better than Tribal. Tribal does have a chance in this game with its aggressiveness in the pretty early feudal age.
But the key is being able to find Barbarian, because Barbarian is well off of where you'd expect Barbarian to be in the middle of the northeast corner.
Yes. A difference between Maya and Tribal is the fact that Tribal managed to play better against Drusher. It does have a few sophisticated rules to fight the militians and to retreat when it is low HP. That way it might have a better behavior than Maya did in the semi-final against Barbarian, at least if Barbarian brushes.
And Barbarian could easily drush in this game.
Yep.
It has a habit of attacking some villagers and then retreating those militia away, and so that usually isolates one or two villagers away from where they were and makes them easy targets.
Yes, this is right.
So Barbarian has a pretty good position overall. It can be fairly cramped, but wood is plentiful. I don't think Barbarian chose the best place for the lumber camps. Both on the same forest and not the best one, but they're pretty protected at least. And Barbarian also has a large hill to the left side, could make it vulnerable. Alright, looks like Tribal's in feudal age, and Barbarian will not go for a drush.
In fact, yeah, it goes for two outer ranges. Tribal does have already a bunch of skirmishers. It did find its opponent eventually. The Barbarian has quite exposed gold. That can be interesting to see how Tribal will manage to take any advantage from the hills, which is just in the front of the Barbarian's town. We've got a tower which is in a very good position for Barbarian.
Alright, and Tribal skirmishers did find the villagers gathering in the forage bushes. The tower will go up. You see some retreating rules for the skirmishers here.
Yep.
And Barbarian's army coming to defend. A mixture of archers and skirmishers, which should be able to be countered by Tribal's army, but they're not attacking at all.
Yeah.
They're just avoiding each other right now.
Tribal is lucky because it found a position after having circled around the tower, which offered him a hill. And let's see.
Yeah, that is pretty useful. We got some villagers coming to try and build a tower, I think.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, it's a lot of villagers.
See, that's how we're gonna get built. How many villagers will die? And no tower is going to be built because the walls surrounded it.
That's a big mistake for Tribal.
Oh man,
Ah,
come on, build the tower in a different spot. At least the skirmishers are away from the tower, but
he's trying to build a tower, in fact, so that's a shame. Okay, but let's see. Tribal managed to keep pressing despite those maybe 12 villagers trying to build a tower, an impossible tower.
looks like they might have eventually given up on the tower. I'm glad that Ensemble Studios or Scripter, one of the two, developed a failsafe that tells the AI to stop building towers after a while, or buildings in general.
Yep. I don't know how, but Tribal managed to keep having a bunch of skirmishers. Tribal is coming back. Oh man.
Where is he? Is he trying to build his tower in the same spot? Looks like it.
Yep. How many villagers are busy in this? Yeah, 12 villagers. Well, it was not supposed to be triggered. I mean, this rule with those 12 villagers trying to build the forward towers were supposed to be triggered in the case the opponent will crush. So there is something weird with Tribal here.
Looks like the skirmishers for Tribal will eventually retreat.
Oh, Tribal is researching in Castle Age.
Before
Despite-
Barbarian, that could be a big advantage.
Yeah, Barbarian
And
is researching in Castle Age too.
And Barbarian actually might help out Tribal and destroy the stone walls here. I think Barbarian will be smart enough to keep the archers from only targeting the walls instead of attacking. I think it'll know to attack and ignore the walls eventually.
Well, I would be
But-
surprised if it keeps attacking the tower when it does have the military units to start attacking the opponent. Actually, it's just having town size attack in a pretty low value. It's a lot of towers for Barbarian, 3 towers.
Alright, so we got Tribal who has elite skirmishers.
Well, I'm surprised by the
How
fact
many,
that Barbarian went for
cavalry?
crossbows, especially crossbows.
Looks like they are attacking the walls. I don't know if it's just giving the soldiers to do while Barbarian is booming up, or if Barbarian's actually trying to attack here.
Yep.
But Tribal has some knights mixed in now, along with the elite skirmishers. And that should help against Barbarian's towers.
It's overall
And
a
maybe
pretty,
kill a few
it's a pretty
villagers as
hard
well.
map to attack Barbarian, I would say.
Yeah, I think in a human match, this would be a very easy map to wall off.
In fact, yep.
We got a ram coming for Barbarian against the stone walls. Except looks like Barbarian's going to attack now. He's
Yeah.
got the military advantage.
And Tribal does have a siege workshop, but it just definitely needs a mangonel.
And Barbarian's archers have the hill advantage here. So it'll come down to whether the skirmishers can counter the archers effectively enough. Looks like Barbarian's crossbows are too many, and Tribal's falling back to the town center.
Okay. Number 8 advantage for Barbarian, but it does have the military population advantage, clearly 40 versus 20.
And that's a big enough advantage where having this villager lead is not really enough of an advantage here for Tribal.
Yeah, because of so many little villagers. Okay, Tribal is eventually
Looks like
recovering.
Tribal is beating off the Barbarian's army here. There's not enough reinforcements. But we'll see if that gives Barbarian an eco lead here. With all the idle time for Tribal.
Yeah, Barbarian is very fast, he's recovering a good amount of military population. It's back with almost 50 now. But Tribal does have 2 mangonels which can help.
Barbarian's got long swordsman. It's a unit you don't usually see in Castle Age.
Yeah, that's weird.
It could be because he's Vikings, got the extra hit points on him. But these are the 1.0C long swordsman with 55 default hit points.
At least if Tribal stays with this this main unit, which is skirmishers, that's gonna be pretty hard to defend. Barbarian is actually getting a real advantage.
Let's see, Tribal's still sticking with knights and elite skirmishers. The seems like it might be good to switch away from the skirmishers at this point.
Well, it's actually researching Keeper Age. The main units as Vikings should be cross arbalest or Tribal.
That should be good against the long swordsman. We got a castle going up for Tribal, but some rams targeting it from Barbarian.
Yep, it does have a mangonel which should be able to kill that ram. It's definitely needed. Okay. Well, this castle is worked. The score is quite close. We've got actually a bunch of archers, but it definitely needs to research crossbows. Well, as I said, Barbarian tends to be way better than Tribal in late game, so I think that it's over.
Got a 2-handed swordsman from Barbarian. Champion's likely soon to follow. The castle's about half hit points here. And Barbarian also has Arbalest.
Oh, we've got Cavaliers for Tribal.
And the castle's down.
Yep, no more defense for Tribal.
Alright, now this time, Barbarian has both the military and the villager lead. So, unfortunately, it looks like Barbarian might be able to... This might be the last push from Barbarian.
Yeah, probably.
Got champions researched.
Yeah, that's over. Good job,
And
Barbarian.
GG called.
So 1-0 already. So the next one is gonna be the 2v2. Okay, so 2v2, score is 1-0 for Barbarian. Here we go.
Game 2.
Frankish plus Briton. So that's gonna be Frankish war a side and Briton war other side.
The Britons are a lot closer together than the Franks are.
This is right. Yeah, red and green are quite close with each other.
Good news for Tribal is that both of the Barbarians are fairly far away from the edge of the map. Blue's kind of average, but hopefully we won't see the tower bug happen again.
Yep.
The blue Barbarian has a pretty safe gold, about as safe as it could be. Unless Tribal finds a way to go around to the left side of his map, which Tribal definitely could do. Green also has safe gold, but it has some hills nearby. And looks like green is kind of forced to go for some exposed wood. The forests in the back, he could go for them, but they're pretty far away. Meanwhile, I think Red's map is kind of unlucky. Got 3 small lakes really close to the town center and a row of cliffs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that the second lumber camp is going to be pretty important. It definitely needs to be in a good position. But overall the map is not too bad because the gold is really protected in the back. Same for stone.
Yep.
Well, the second lumber camp is not too bad, I would say.
Yeah, I like that lumber camp.
And red is already finding green. Okay. Now, okay, yellow just did find blue, so that's actually fine.
It looks like green was going for a drush or man-at-arms.
Interesting.
Seems to be delayed. I think green will have some skirmishers waiting by the time green reaches red.
So let's see how red is gonna react from this drush.
Let's test out those drush reactions.
That's pretty dangerous in fact because we've got actually men-at-arms.
There we go, we got some skirmishers helping out.
And look at this, green didn't kill any villager and lost his 2 men-at-arms. So in fact, red did have a good reaction to the drush and red is actually managing to attack green.
Yep, we got a spearman coming as well.
Yeah.
Green's got a tower going up for defense. And it should go up by the time red reaches.
So how many villagers are sent for the drush this time? It is 4 villagers. 4 villagers is the supposed amount of villagers sent for a tower. So this time it looks like Tribal is not bugging like it happened in the game before. Oh, blue is helping.
The tower's
red.
it's not attacking a whole bunch of villagers, but it's pretty safe.
Right. Red does have some
The
problems.
skirmishers
with-
are not.
Look at the skirmishers from the red player. It's like
Yeah, they're just They're
it's
not going anywhere.
Yeah, there is a problem with the path just because of the houses.
But we got some other skirmishers, which let's see if they can find the lumberjacks here.
Okay, I think that
Or
it's
the
gonna
gold
be
miners.
better. Yeah, Red did lose his full skirmishers versus the TC. Now the micro should be better for Red.
And yellow seems to do pretty well against blue here. Sound numbered blue pretty easily.
Yeah, well, especially because blue went for archers for skirmishers, while yellow stays with archers, skirmishers only. And tribal sent. Oh, the scout, the blue scout is preventing yellow to build the tower.
Let's see, okay. Is the tower going to go up here, or the villagers just going to surround themselves? Okay, that looks like they are going to get the tower.
Oh, eventually, okay, the tower is going to be built, protected by the stone wall.
Yep, and that's going to block that one lumber camp, and the two lumber camps maybe. So that should hurt a lot more than the red tower. But it looks like, looking back at green, that's confusing a lot of green's villagers.
Yep, exactly. And that way, red is having fun. Attacking from the other side of the tower. Oh, Barbarian is spamming a message. No anti-trash for 90 seconds. Okay. I don't know what it does mean. It just means that Barbarian does have an anti-trash strategy, looks like.
Yep, I don't know if that's the most recent one. That I think some versions of Barbarian had an anti-trash, but I don't know if that version is publicly released.
Yep, this is right. But we can't consider that what Tribal is doing is a trash. It's just one forward tower only.
Right. Well, it looks like it's forcing Barbarian into its own towers. But green is not going up to the castle age yet.
Yeah.
So that'll give red a chance, and yellow has elite skirmishers and is still in green and blue's town, and blue has another dozen villagers that are confused by the tower.
Oh, we've got one castle back plus one Mondadel, which is gonna help a lot. Oh, good shoot, good shot for blue. And let's see if the Mondadel is gonna manage to keep the tower.
And back in Green's town, the skirmishers are attacking the stone wall rather than the tower.
Yep.
And yellow's and blue's town with some knights.
At this point, yellow does have a lot of villagers. Green looks to be weak at this point, with more than 10 villagers, less than its opponent.
Yeah, certainly green. How far away is green from the castle age? Okay, it's researching it now.
Yep.
But Trouble's causing so much idle time for Barbarian right now.
I'm guessing that green is gonna try to get the stone required for a defensive castle, but it might be not enough.
Let's see if Barbarian tries to go for a doubt castle. Because blue had to build it far back in the base. It's not really helping out right now. Blue's starting to get a decent amount of knights here, and the skirmishers aren't doing a whole lot against them. Thankfully, yellow has knights of its own. Okay, yellow's responding with some pikemen, so that's good. And it'd be good for red if red got some siege in here to take out the towers.
Yes, 2 rams are coming.
And green has got the foundation for a new town center by blue.
Well, but it will have to cross the yellow's army. I think that, okay, it eventually deleted the
Yep,
building.
so there's some free kills for yellow.
Yep. Okay. 2 TCs under construction in the left of the map. In the right of the map, sorry. I think that green is almost GG. Well, blue is in a bad shape. Pikeman is researched by blue, which is garrisoning his rogue army.
Yeah, it's at the point where you might as well garrison your army, but there's not much you can do, even with the army you've got. So, and blue has ungarrisoned the army.
Well, it's
always a
yellow side, so it can maybe push his enemy back.
Looks like blue's trying to get a nice aggressive castle going, but
I think that's
looks like yellow might.
It's a bit too ambitious, I would say, for blue.
Right.
Oh, okay. GG. 1-1. It's a tie, actually. Okay, the first game made me really scared. But I'm very happy that this time it didn't send its 12
Now it's evened
villagers
up.
to build the tower. So it looks to be a bit safer this time.
Yeah, so it's a bug that doesn't always happen. Just
Yeah,
in rare cases.
well, it's supposed to trigger when tribal detects an enemy tower around its town, and it's supposed to be against a thrush. So that's why it's not supposed to have this amount of villager.
Yeah, that's really surprising. But it worked well in game 2.
Yeah.
Didn't happen in game 2.
Okay, so let's go for the 3v3 now. Okay. So here we go for the 3v3. I would say that I'm less confident for tribal in team games than in 1v1 and 2v2, just because Barbarian is a beast with a great coordination between pocket and flanks. Overall, the pockets have a way better boom while training army than tribal. But well,
And speaking of the pockets, Barbarian has Chinese. The flanks are Saracens and Goths, while Tribal has Saracens for its flank, for its pocket.
Yep, it's definitely not a great news for tribal, but let's see. At least Saracen can be a pretty strong civilization in late game.
Yep, it can counter pocket pretty well, but
Yes.
usually you want your pocket player to be able to defend quickly and cause some damage when needed.
I think that the key for Tribal is to manage to win one side early in this game.
Hmm.
If the game is pretty close, each flank, that should be hard for Tribal, I would say. Ooh, Yellow's villagers was close to die against the ball, but okay, it managed to survive. It might be pretty low
That's
HP.
good. Looks like red might have lost a villager.
Oh yes. Come on, Tribal, what's happening with the bordering, which is supposed to be a basic?
I'm curious to see the purple versus green. They're very close together, which could be good for tribal.
Yes, in fact. And what's gonna be the strategy? Barbarian side? I don't see any militia at this point. Oh, okay, it will go for men-at-arms. Green side. Yellow is stealing 2 ships to blue. So let's see what's going on with the Dresh, sorry. It's
Good
not
news
really...
for purple is it has most of its villagers in the back.
Okay, we've got an outpost for purple in case.
Alright,
Let's
green
go
found
for
the lumber camp, but those villagers could surround the man-at-arms pretty easily. And they're also going back to the town center.
Yep. Okay. So it's working fine. Tribal managed to play pretty well against militia and rush. Oh, yellow didn't find blue.
Looks like yellow found green instead, which
Yeah.
could work.
It might.
It-
But
A double teaming could work pretty well against Barbarian. We'll see. And Trouble can turn it into a 2v3.
It's hard to say because a barbarian untouched can be pretty strong later in the game.
Right.
It's always better to hurt any barbarian as soon as you can. It's a great defensive tower.
Green's got
for
a...
Green.
Yep. And it seems to be working pretty well.
So this is confirmed. Yellow didn't find blue, and blue is gonna come with a sneaky behavior on the yellow's gold, and that might work.
That'll send yellow back to defend.
Yeah,
Got
yellow
a
is,
tower from purple.
yellow is so far.
Too far away to cause damage, though.
Yeah, blue is doing a great micro against yellow. I really don't get why yellow didn't find blue. It was so easy to find.
It looks like it heavily explored right in front of blue, which I suppose would be the expected flank position.
Well, all what it did find was, well, I think that it didn't find anything of blue.
Meanwhile, red is helping out purple.
Yeah. And that way I'm pretty sure that teal is gonna help green.
Do you think red should be helping out yellow instead?
Well, you can't expect tribal to help in an efficient way. Tribal stays pretty basic in helping. The one it will help is the one the closest ally of the pocket, which is actually the purple player.
Okay. Well, it seems like it could be a good idea. We just need to see if yellow can hold on before the green is killed off.
Yeah, it's quite close, but blue has actually way more villagers than purple.
We got teal attacking yellow now. And the barbarian team as a whole is ahead in villager population.
Yep. Yeah, teal is already having 100 civilian population, 15 more than red. It would be great maybe if red target teal. It looks to be the case. Okay.
Speaking of that,
red is maybe targeting teal, but anyway, teal does have a lot of cavalry at this point.
red has some camels, but
yes,
maybe not enough to.
I think it.
Then again.
Well, this can be close. A close battle.
Defensive castle for teal. Pretty good spot.
Yes, it's an ideal spot. And it's like green is gonna die faster than yellow. Oh, maybe teal.
That's
can
one
help.
advantage for tribal. Yeah. Let's see if that ramp can kill a TC first. Alright, green's TC was destroyed, so green is pretty much out of the game completely.
Yeah.
But teal's an Imperial Age.
Yes, with heavy camels, which is really scary. Purple will have a bad time. And red has not clicked Imperial Age yet.
Do you expect red will switch units once it sees all the camels?
Oh well, not until the Imperial Age, I would say.
Yeah.
Anyway, red does have to face Asgard actually. We can maybe expect at least Mamluks plus some cannoners, but I'm not sure it will have time for this. I think that tribal is just punished for having not found blue anyway.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Got a trebuchet from teal. About to knock down purple's castle. Red's still trying to reach Imperial. A few seconds away.
Yeah, Tribal is not known for having great Imperial Age time because it's focused on the Castle Age.
Red is trying to switch into champions eventually. We got some man-at-arms right now, which I think will be a good choice. They can get Hand Cannoneer, but really might not have enough time to switch into that.
Definitely. The game is over anyway, I think.
Yeah, teal already got purple.
And green never resigned. It does have a safe TC. Okay, I tried to increase a bit the volume for my voice, so I hope that it's gonna be better. I think that the volume balance is just changed with when I put some music in the background for some reasons. So GG 2-1 for Barbarian. This final is gonna be pretty hard for Tribal, especially because the next game is 4v4. Okay, let's hope that the microphone is gonna be better while the game is running. So please, Tribal, find your opponents, especially in this 4v4. Both of the Barbarians' flank needs to be hurt.
Yep, I think last game showed that.
Well, you did notice, Leif, how good is Barbarian if you don't attack the flank early. The flank is turning so strong.
Yep, I see that. I think I was just being hopeful that maybe that'll work. Instead of being, oh no, Tribal's gonna lose now because he didn't find the flank.
Okay, here we go.
And as the number of players increases, it's usually easier to find the enemy.
Yes.
Certainly if you use something like Scout the Flank, the more players you have, more likely that the Scout flank position is going to be accurate.
Yes, I agree with you.
I don't know if Tribal uses that technique to explore or not.
Well, Tribal just sends its scout regularly with a timer of the scout to the flank position. It's really basic for Tribal. I did something much better for Pharaoh, for example, which will go around the circle around the center of the map.
Alright, so we got Turks, Celts, Vikings, and Mayans as the civilizations. And Barbarian, all of the players are in a single line, which is interesting. We got Mayans and Vikings as flank, and the Celts and Turks as pocket.
I would say that it's almost perfect for Barbarian, because as Turkish and Celt, I know how good is Barbarian in as pocket, and Viking and Mayan are pretty strong civilization as flank, especially Mayan. I prefer having Mayan as flank than as pocket in general. I think that Aztec is better as pocket.
Yeah, we've actually got the positions and civs exactly mirrored of each other.
Yes, exactly. So let's say that I'm happy for Tribal.
Yep, Tribal gets Turks as pocket instead of flank. I think that's important.
Pretty important, in fact. So this version of Tribal is really close to the version which played the Davis Cup 4. The release.
I wonder if something happened to Blue. It's lower on villagers than the others. Early feudal age time, it could just be the strategy. Maybe Blue is going for a drush, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. It must have been something unusual.
Oh yes, okay. Blue goes for Scout Rush as pocket.
Okay.
And that can work, of course, especially against skirmishers. And sometimes Barbarian can attack an enemy's pocket. Blue is actually exploring red, so let's see if it will send its
Purple
unit.
hasn't found his opponent yet.
And while green is
Yeah, teal is
just...
found, and purple, it looks like he's targeting teal.
Oh man, once again. Okay, I think that...
And we got blue with the Scott Rush is targeting red, it looks like.
Purple is targeting green. Oh, and the scouts, the blue scouts are actually doing a great job.
Yeah, red doesn't have a defense at all.
Red does have spearmen in the barrack.
Yep.
Okay, it's just ungarrisoned.
But the scouts did what they needed to do. Alright, let's see. So purple is attacking green. Looks like it's going to get a tower placed here, which it could be good if it goes up.
In fact,
I think it will.
The question is, okay, Barbarian does have a reaction.
Yeah, let's see.
I
We got stone walls going up, but I don't know if they're gonna. I think the green villages are gonna knock it down first.
Yep. In fact. Okay, good reaction from green.
And gray is found now, but it might be too late.
Clearly too late.
We got yellow attacking teal. I think yellow has an advantage here.
Yeah, a small hill advantage, I would say. It didn't build any forward tower against teal.
Those, I think those gold miners would be in range here. Okay, they finally attacked them.
So let's see what is gonna be the reaction from green against those stone wall. Oh, look at the TC, the blue TC just pulled so close to the green TC.
Wow. I guess they really like those forests right by each other.
Well, tribal pockets are quite passive at this point.
Yeah, red's trying to recover from the scout attack, and orange's knights are now going ahead. Not sure what the target will be. Maybe it should be gray, ideally. This purple's attacking as well now. Okay, yep. So got purple and orange working together.
Well, I think that the timing was not great for purple, just when gray did have the crossbows.
Yeah, so gray will be able to fight back, both of them.
And red and yellow are attempting to attack together this time.
Yellow's in Castle Age now.
And purple is researching castle, that might help. It definitely needs the support of the orange player.
Yellow and red are doing pretty well against teal, but not much progress being made against gray.
Yellow does have a lot of pikemen, which can help, which should have helped against so many blue knights. But well, blue is actually doing a good job. And blue player is researching Hyperage, the Turkish player.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Tribal is currently being on the aggressive, which does help.
I
And
think
red is
that's...
retargeting. Let's see where red is going. It looks like gray.
Yep, but I think it's a big mistake to have let teal surviving.
And teal's on the way to Castle Age now.
Well, basically gray is tripled by red, purple and orange. Let's see if it can work. Okay, green eventually destroys the walls and is now able to help.
Purple finally come in with some pikemen here. Red got some camels.
Oh, yellow is 1v2 actually.
Blue's got heavy camel and hussar. Orange is an Imperial. We got some Wood Raiders coming out.
Yeah, so is red. So is green. Okay, eventually gray's population is decreasing.
Yep, gray's town center is almost destroyed here. But yellow's close to that point as well.
Yeah, blue is close to target red, which would be a great move. Actually, red does have hussars only. Okay, a bunch of janissaries.
Not elite. Blue's janissaries are elite.
Yep, Barbarian is
But
faster than
red,
Tribal.
Yeah, red is able to beat off most of blue's attackers for the moment.
Okay, we've got Wood Raiders for orange, but Elite Wood Raiders for green, so nothing good actually for Tribal. Well, red is eventually doing a good job. It defended well.
And green's attacking purple now.
Yep. Purple doesn't have any military to defend.
And so it's now switched from, so Barbarian is now the aggressive team. So we probably moved into the other half of the game. This is where Barbarian is strong, is late game.
Yep. Well, till is full population. It's amazing how it recovered.
Gray's now back to over 100 pop.
Yeah.
Got Berserks coming from Teal along with Arbalest.
Okay, Purple's town is
Purple,
empty. Empty.
Yeah. Purple's army is almost gone. It is gone. Purple's town is on the other side of red, really.
Yep. Okay, so it looks to be GG. It means that Barbarian is actually dominating 3-1.
Yep.
So the next game is gonna be 2v2.
That was the game that Tribal won, so
In fact,
we get to go to 3-2.
we can have some hope. I think that anyway the big mistake for Tribal was to lose the 1v1, the first game. And I think that I can definitely blame the exploration of Tribal. Okay, let's see if Tribal does have decent design rules. Okay, decent enough. Okay, so basically we can say that Barbarian is at 1 victory. It just needs 1 win and it's gonna be the winner of the Davis Cup 5 for a change. Joke. Okay. Okay, so let's go.
Non.
So once again, we've got Paladin civilizations. Persian plus Spanish.
The players are mostly in a square, so seems like there shouldn't be too much trouble finding the opponents.
Yep. So, what's gonna be the strategy of Barbarian as Persian or Spanish? We can expect probably some rush, maybe from the two players. Scout rush could be an option for Barbarian, but I think that scout rushing is definitely not a strategy that used by Barbarian in 1v1 and 2v2. I think it's more a strategy selected in team games, but I may be wrong.
Red has a pretty nice position, I'd say. The two forests in the back with gold in the back as well.
For which one? For blue? No.
Red.
Ah, for red, okay. You look to be
Blue has
far.
a lot of forests and a lot of water.
I think that you're a bit far from your microphone, Leif, actually.
Better now?
Yes, it's better. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, so red's got the two forests in the back and the gold in the back as well, which looks good to me.
Yeah, it would have been better if red did find the second boar. But anyway,
yes.
Yeah, I think that it did have some deers because it does have a pretty decent feudal age time anyway.
Yeah, and it has found a boar. I'm not sure why it didn't collect it. Maybe it was just too late. So looks like we won't expect a drush from either barbarian player.
This is right. Oh, we've got a stable, so blue is gonna go for scout rush. So it's gonna be pretty important for red to find that stable to adapt its military composition. The scout is coming to explore blue town.
And will red find it?
Well, it did find blue, but it didn't find the stable. That's the problem, because... Okay, now I think that red...
Strange. The blue's going for a mix of archers and scouts and skirmishers.
Yep.
Which will likely be better for red than scouts alone. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, red eventually added some spearmen to the skirmishers because it detected that Barbarian did have more than one scout, of course. But the scouts are doing a great job at this point.
Yep, sent red into a retreat. And yellow, let's see what yellow's doing.
Retreating, actually.
Yeah, it looks like the green skirmishers beat him off.
Okay, fletching is researched by everyone. Even battle, we see that green is attempting to help blue, but the timing was not great. This is the moment chosen by yellow to attack.
Looks like green's trying to help out blue.
Yep, it can work. But yellow needs to cross those houses.
Stop attacking houses. Okay, found some villagers to attack and some more skirmishers.
And green is not too far from researching Castle Age, so tribal needs to be aggressive.
Looks like red was trying to send in some villagers to build a tower, but they died to some scouts from blue. Got a tower going up from yellow.
Yep, one tower and we can expect a bunch of stone wall. That can help, of course.
Yep. Saw
Okay.
that be pretty effective in the 2v2.
In fact,
See what happens.
it's a small bonus for tribal, this tower.
And still no players going to the castle age yet. Okay, as I
Oh.
said that, green and yellow are both going.
Yep, okay. Yellow is doing a good job. It's not only turning that good for red, unfortunately. Red is really far from researching Castle Age.
Red did switch into archers and looks like blue has responded with skirmishers.
Yep, in fact, at least archers is because of the scouts. But it offers...
Yep, so
Oh, and blue is gonna go for elite skirmishers.
it looks like we're not going to see green's villagers to try and suicide against yellow's tower.
Yep. Okay, red is eventually researching castle, but it's under a edge attack from blue. As you said before, red does have a great map, but I'm not sure it can survive anyway. We will see great micro from blue. Whoa, that's so many villagers hurt.
Looks like red is trying to stonewall around blue's tower. Not the best strategy.
Oh, what the hell is this? Come on. That's funny.
I don't know if that's the walling code finding the wrong tower. Maybe the wrong player was selected, I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't have the answer actually for this. Oh, yellow is sending rams.
And rams just by themselves. Okay, we got some skirmishers following. But I'd say that blue is making more headway against red.
Yeah, at this point I think that it's GG. Oh man, it means that Barbarian is gonna win 4-1.
Wow.
It's worse for tribals than in the Davis Cup 4.
Yellow's tower's gone.
Yep, and red is gone.
Yes. That is true. So it's turned into 1v2.
Yep.
Got a defensive castle from yellow. but that won't defend against blue.
Yeah, it should have been built in a more offensive place, but anyway. Blue is in Imperial Age. And blue is preparing the ultimate assault with a bunch of cavaliers. Heavy camels is coming.
And blue's cavaliers are coming in.
Yep.
And blue with some nice conquistadors.
Okay guys, so that just means that Barbarian is winning the Season 5.
I'm not sure this is how you wanted it to end, but Tribal got at least one game against Barbarian,
Yep.
so that's always worth something.
Yep. But I'm not sure that the forward towers is something which helped Tribal that much against Barbarian. Okay.
And game over.
Game over. Davis Cup 5 is just over. So let's just go for the brackets to type the final result. Okay, so score is 4-1, and as you said, Leif, at least Tribal won one game. I'm pretty sure that it could have done a bit better, maybe. But well, the interesting part of the Davis Cup 5 is the fact that Barbarian lost games against 3 AIs this time, Yggdrasil, Maya and Tribal. It was 2 AIs in the Davis Cup 4, and in the previous Davis Cup, Barbarian was just undefeated. So step by step, let's say that there is an improvement.
Yeah, the AIs are making progress.
Yep, slowly, a bit too slowly I would say, maybe Davis Cup 12 to see Barbarian losing, but well, this victory of Barbarian is really deserved anyway.
Yep, Barbarian is a great AI. It's a great inspiration for all of us who are AI scripters. It always encourages us to be better and improve our decision making, because it's just so smart and able to boom so well.
Yep.
So we can learn a lot from it.
Yes, I agree. And the user patch 1.5 offers us so many options that we definitely need to discover.
Yep, and it also gives us some hope that we can find some efficient ways to use the user patch that Barbarian hasn't used yet.
Exactly, but I'm pretty sure that we should have pretty soon the new Barbarian, which is gonna be probably a beast. I couldn't use the latest version of Barbarian because TheMax didn't post it as an official version of Barbarian, but it might come pretty soon. And for
Yeah,
the
for
Davis,
sure, and that'll be good for all of us, of course.
yep. And yes, and before for the Davis Cup 12, I'm pretty sure that Eidolon is gonna be able to defeat Barbarian. And maybe the General will get his 5th star in the Davis Cup 12. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see what my AI can do and everyone else's AIs. We always be looking forward to the next Davis Cup.
Yep. I don't know actually if the next Davis Cup is gonna be played on World Kingdom.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be good to change it up. One of the big things about Davis Cup is that we use so many AIs, old and new.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that the Davis Cup has to stay the same every single time. It's always good to change it up for once in a while.
Yes, I agree. I know that Marathon was up to adapt some old AIs to take any benefits of the user patch 1.5. It would be interesting to adapt some of them for World Kingdom. That would be a great opportunity for Davis Cup, in fact, to migrate on World Kingdom. So let's see, guys. Anyway,
Absolutely.
we've got 1 year for the next Davis Cup, and pretty soon, I don't know when, but pretty soon we might have the new tournament of Aleph, which is really promising, and we will have the opportunity to discover Bambi and to see the new AIs made by Leif, by Marathon, to play on different maps than Arabia.
Yep, I'm looking forward to Aleph's tournament, so we won't have to wait another year for the next AI tournament to come around. There'll be something to look forward to in the near future.
Yep.
And so now that the tournament is finished, I just want to say that thank you so much, Esty, for hosting this. This is really fun and motivates a lot of us AI scripters.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm pretty sure that it forced Marathon to post a great AI, which is called Thermopylae. Maybe Thermopylae wouldn't be here if Davis Cup wasn't hosted, maybe.
Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch of new AIs that came out with the Davis Cup.
Yep.
And so I just want to keep more of these AI tournaments coming forward because they provide some great competition and a lot of excitement and inspire someone like Esty to make some great production and trailers and Destiny and all that kind of stuff. It's really great for the community, and I know I enjoy it quite a lot. So I'm pretty sure I would be voicing the same gratitude of all the other AI scripters, but thank you for so much effort that you've put into this.
Okay, that was my pleasure anyway. Well, I have to say that I love this community, so I like to make videos and I like to host tournaments because I like watching AIs fighting against each others, and at least to see viewers having fun watching this is great for me. Maybe for the next tournament I would like to see Promiscuity, Aleph, Afu to cast games, because I think that I'm definitely not a great caster, but I had to cast because I wanted this tournament to run at least. So my dream was to see Promi plus Leif casting together, and it might happen, I'm pretty sure, in the next tournament. So anyway, thank you a lot, Leif, for having casted so many times with me.
Oh, thank you.
And
it's always fun to cast.
Yep. Okay, so thank you guys for having watched the Davis Cup, and see you soon for next event.
Yep, thank you guys for being here. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Cheers.